on the session. Mr. Function, come off and teach them all a lesson. Me say, when we fire drum and bass, how we mash up the place, how we tell them that the music is the weapon.
He'll be snoring. We'll be boring him in no time. Welcome back to the Pouring Rain Podcast. I'm Bert.
Scott. Balls.
Today is November 4th.
It is.
Tomorrow is the election.
Armageddon.
Shit's expired.
Dude.
And I'm not really worried. Like you said, you can't control it.
Everyone, I talk to people and they're like, I'm really worried about this election. Bro, like, whatever happens. Like, you can't control it.
That's it.
What are you worrying about shit? Like, you go do your part, you go vote, do your thing, and that's all you can do.
That's all you could do.
And if Kamala wins, it was rigged. That's all we know. I fucking know. I don't know. But yeah, it's, I don't know. It's just fucking, it's so sad.
Do you like her new slogan?
No, what is it?
I eat no for breakfast. I love this guy. It's so lame, dude. Like,
she's lame,
but she says it like a million times, like in every interview. Hey,
that entire party is fucking lame. And I'm not I'm not sitting here acting like Trump is some kind of fucking
Go to sleep.
He's like the Messiah or something.
He's not a savior.
No, he's not. But his policies and what he wants to do is change how fucking shitty our fucking system is. Like, he wants to go in and kind of uproot everything, and that's kind of where I'm. That's the reason I'm fucking. He's with between Tulsi Gabbard coming on, RFK Jr. Just RFK Jr. alone, the way he wants to go into the food and the healthcare shit. That alone, I'm like, that's all I want to see, man. Everything needs to change. It's so fucked up. We are used as guinea pigs. We're used as pawns in everything. Across the board, we're eating shit right now.
We are eating shit right now,
and I'm looking at it from a point like, okay, well, I'm gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Like, we kind of grew up in a pretty decent time where we could get a good job, we could save some money, we could buy a house. These young kids, they ain't buying no fucking house.
No.
You know how much money you need to be making in New Jersey to buy a house right now?
No, I'm sure you looked it up.
That's a lot. I know, so I don't know but all right, so I'll look at it from, I know the stats from Phoenix. So in 2016, I think it was during Trump's last administration, you could buy a house making $75,000 a year. Okay?
Yeah.
Now it's $135,000 a year in Phoenix. I remember that because I remember hearing that today and being like, that's fucking insane. And New Jersey's got to be fucking probably worse.
Probably worse, yeah.
You know? And that's Arizona, but I just got back from LA. Dude, gas is $4 and change a gallon. Everything's super inflated. You can't keep doing this.
No,
and they want to blame, they're like, oh, well, Trump caused all the inflation. All right, let's say that's true. I'll bite. All right, let's say that what you said is actually true. What did this administration do to combat that?
Well, the only thing he did was he signed a bunch of executive orders the day he got in office to fucking back. Like, what people don't understand is you have Democratic people that are like climate control. Like, we need this, climate change, yada, 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 right? And in doing that, for the sake of helping the environment, you made it really, really hard to get oil.
Yeah.
So now
the thing that we need to run everything right now,
exactly,
because we don't have the infrastructure.
We don't have the infrastructure for an alternative.
Yes.
So you do that, and you sign these. I got to stop this, and guess what? Everything fucking suffers. And as much as they want to say, "Oh, these Trump policies are still carrying over," but there's some policies that motherfuckers put stop to that.
And this is my point. That's my whole point. Yes, dude. Trump spent a lot of money. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say he didn't. But what I will say about the money that Trump spent was that it was to better the American people. How much money did fucking this administration just spend to better the Ukraine or Israel?
It's just the policies that blind us are, I don't want to say they don't matter, because they do matter, but it's like the whole going backwards of Roe versus Wade, the whole fucking, little stupid fucking sexual deviant shit he does. Like, all these men in power do shit like that. Like, it's just
the Roe v. Wade thing is I get where people get pissed off about it.
That's what I mean.
But even
like, how far back are we going to get pushed?
Yeah. Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg though said that Roe v. Wade was a bad argument. She said it herself. Like that's your champion on women's reproductive rights. And I think most people are like pretty logical when it comes to
Mrs. Kenny.
When it comes to abortion. I think most people are pretty logical when it comes to it. Like nobody thinks that level-headed people think that late-term abortions should be
legal,
totally legal, no matter what.
And he said it on the podcast. Like, he's like, I'm for fertility treatments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for, like rape, incest, and fucking exceptions,
That's a logical
and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Stance.
And also leaving it up to the state doesn't make any big change in these people's eyes.
Yeah.
Like saying I'm gonna leave it to the state. Okay, well, red states are gonna vote against it, and blue states are gonna vote for it. It's like,
you're leaving it up to the people at this point.
you're leaving it up to the people, but
Of the
I feel
states.
like I feel like that doesn't work either.
No,
I don't know. But like I said, it's an issue that separates people. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
somebody has to draw the line somewhere. But
the issue I have with it is that I feel like if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, you have to agree with the extreme of both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's insane.
Yeah, that's insane for
insane to me.
anything.
Yeah.
For anything.
Like you're really not thinking critically here, and you're so worried about your side losing rather than actual real policy being put in place.
Yeah, because not everything's going to be fixed with this election.
No.
If you think that everything's going to fucking be okay if you go either way or your way, it goes your way, you're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
This shit takes time.
Yep.
That's why you said he spent a shit ton of money for our betterment. And they're like, fuck it. Oh, well, he spent this much. I'm like,
Yeah, he spent money. Yeah, of course he spent money.
of course he spent money. So did Biden. But Biden didn't spend money outside.
Biden didn't spend money on us,
He didn't spend money on us.
obviously,
And
because
even-
there's no help for these people.
Yeah, and even these motherfuckers, like even your Republican fucking representatives were fucking shipping money out.
Yeah.
Like they're like, yeah, let's get it out of here.
Yep.
What about Israel?
Israel. There's a big this country, and our system is fucked. And listen, like I said, Trump is not my champion. He is not
No.
at all my champion. Matter of fact, I really don't. As far as like him personally, I think he's a fucking asshole.
He is a fucking asshole.
He's fucking super conceited, and I hate that about him. You know what I mean? And I'll admit it. And like I don't agree with every fucking thing he does, but what I do agree with is that when the things that he does, the majority of the policies that he puts in place, and when he does something, he's trying to make it better for us.
He's trying to put us in a more powerful position.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
For the people who fucking have no real voice. You know?
I don't know, man.
I want to be able to like I want kids to be able to buy a fucking house.
That's it.
I want kids to be able to get the fuck out of mine.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're setting these kids up to live with you in your basement until
Forever.
they're 40.
Yeah. And it's already happening. Like these kids are starting families in their parents' houses
Yes.
because they can't fucking do anything
They have
else.
to.
They have to. Like, what are you gonna wait until you know what I mean?
Yeah. There aren't every job isn't paying 150 grand a fucking year.
No. A lot of them are
There are no fucking jobs for fucking kids coming out of college that are paying that money unless you have some kind of fucking really like concentrated degree.
yeah.
You're a fucking doctor or some shit, an engineer.
Yeah, you gotta be doing something pretty significant.
And even then you're probably your student loans are so fucking high you can't afford it anyway. So, I don't know, man. I just really hope whoever gets in place, I really hope that the pressure gets put on them. No, either one. So whether it's fucking Harris or whether it's fucking Trump, I don't give a fuck.
They both need accountability.
They need to fucking do something.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's what I'm saying to like, if Harris wins tomorrow,
do something.
Every single one of you fucking liberals, every single you Democrats, you need to be fucking pushing this woman to fucking do things for you.
Yes.
Stop allowing the games to be played where you just get pitted against me and you and each other and your family for them to benefit. Because that's really what's happening.
Yeah.
They're fine. These motherfuckers have more fucking money than they'll ever be able to spend in 20 lifetimes.
Yeah. So it's to work for the people. I never understand that. Like, you can only have so much money. You can only spend so much money. But
Be critical of your party.
yes.
Stop
questions. Start fucking.
Stop towing the line.
Like you said, accountability, man.
Yep. Stop towing the line for these people. Fuck them. They owe you everything. You owe them nothing.
And I really wish Kenny was here because I wanted to talk about this because one of our coworkers had an issue with her child brought home in the it's like they have like a return folder, I guess, you know, like you know little kids, like things that they have to bring back tomorrow, like homework or whatever. And they're in pre-K and kindergarten. But they brought a paper home that said, you know, it was like a picture of Trump and a picture of Kamala Harris, and it was just little, you know, check, like vote. It just said vote on there. It didn't ask for a name. It didn't ask for anything. But she felt like she had an issue with it. She didn't know how to feel about it, and I think that's where she was coming from, right?
I mean,
but listen,
she might worry her kids
when I was
for Trump. Shut up. You worried?
No, she's not worried. But she didn't want them like targeted or anything. But there's no name on it or anything like that. Like, and these kids they're not gonna bully in the kindergarten. And I don't think, like I said, I don't have kids or anything. But when I was little, like I said, I can't remember what grade it was, but we had mock elections all the time.
Yeah.
And like one guy commented on her post that he remembered they made like a little makeshift booth and you had to put popsicle sticks in whatever box you thought.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
there's actual candidates they used and everything?
I think so, yeah. Like,
so say it was Reagan and whoever?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember it being like that, and they would announce
like
Reagan
running against. I can't even fucking remember. Holy shit. We were kids.
Dukakis, was it? No.
Dukakis.
No,
it wasn't Dukakis.
No, it wasn't Dukakis. I don't know who it was. But either way.
He fucking killed that motherfucker. That's all I remember.
He crushed.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's more of just showing you the process. Like, what they tell you is just who the president is. Remember you used to write letters to the president and shit like that when you were little? Like, you're thinking too much into it. Don't you think? Don't you think you're putting too much thought into what they're doing there?
That's because of like this cultural fucking climate we have right now.
That we have.
It's so bad. I mean, obviously we were kids, but even as an adult, you know, I mean, in my 20s and 30s,
I just felt like my parents weren't like, how do I feel about this? Like,
this came about in 2016. This climate where you had the first election with Trump was Trump and Hillary.
Okay.
That was the first time when I saw things getting really bad.
Sensitive.
Like really, like people were getting real sensitive about shit. Like I'll never forget, like when Trump won his term. Obviously, whatever. This girl I went to high school with wrote this big post on Facebook, and she was pretty much. And that year, I actually voted independent that year. I was like, fuck this lady and fuck this goofball. You know, I don't want anything to do with either of them. So I voted independent. And she went on this Facebook rant, and the gist of it was, to all of you who voted third party this term.
You wasted your vote, basically?
No. I want to say, fuck you from the bottom of my heart. This is exactly from the bottom of my heart. Fuck you. Like, you're the reason that this monster now is in power. And I remember just reading that, first being like, this woman is mentally ill now. Like, and honestly, like the fucking way that she.
Were you wondering where the anger came from?
I remember her during the election cycle. Like, I remember her posting a lot of shit, and she was super fucking Democrat. And, you know, this and that. He's a Nazi. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, all the fucking CNN talking points were in all her posts. You know, And I was sitting there and I just remember reading it and feeling like I'm like, fuck me? Fuck you. Like, you know why Hillary Clinton lost the election? Because she was Hillary fucking Clinton. She is the problem with your fucking party. That's why she lost. That's when I left. That year is the year I left the Democratic Party. I was a lifelong Democrat. My parents are lifelong Democrats. Yeah. That was the year I left. Because, first of all, they fucked over Bernie Sanders, who won the primary. Let's be fucking real. Let's be real. He won that fucking primary. They stole it from him, gave it to this woman who, in reality, what she did a lot of illegal things. Like, this woman...
She was a name. She was a name that could get elected.
But it's like, dude, you could have picked... she was a woman.
You think that was the driving force?
Yeah, because they did just put Obama in, so they checked that, they marked off that one. We got the black guy in. Thank God. Now they're like, oh, what can we do next? Because they know that they're not running on merit anymore. Like, they're not running on like we have the best candidate.
So that's how you keep the progressives by running a woman.
And now look at this. And then Hillary got her fucking ass kicked. They're like, all right, we got to fucking put in this brain dead white dude now so we can control him. You put him in, and now they're like, all right, how do we position ourselves? How do we position ourselves now? Oh, let's put in this bozo, but she's black and she's a woman. It's all identity politics. It has nothing to do with policy. It has nothing to, they just want to keep towing that fucking line.
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting there reading this girl's post. And I'm like, dude, you really, you're fucking mentally ill to say this. Like, to reach out to everyone you know and tell them, and be like, your feelings don't matter, only mine fucking matter.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You always say it. Their own opinions break down with their own logic.
It's not logic, though.
It's
all emotion.
But by their way of thinking, the whole shit breaks down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm pretty sure she went into a fucking institution after that, but... Possibly
because of what you answered.
No, I actually didn't write anything back. I for a long time now, I don't really engage in social media that much when it because it's not worth it.
No,
it really isn't.
You're not going to change it.
You're not changing anyone's mind, and all you're doing is.
And I'm wondering how do we do that now? Like, how could we change minds?
You change minds by actually having civil discourse, face-to-face discourse where you can speak to people in a civil manner.
Not be angry, not be fucking, talk over people and fucking.
Yeah. So that's why I like Charlie Kirk a lot because he does it. I love him. I think I think he has a lot of good points. I think a lot of his stuff is rooted in religion, which I'm not. Mm-hmm. So I don't agree with him and everything, but I do like a lot of what he speaks about. Same with Ben Shapiro. There's a couple other people that fucking do it too, but those are the big ones. But they go down and they just give you facts. They lay out facts, and then obviously there's a couple liberal guys who do it, like Destiny. He did one where he sat down with a bunch of Trump supporters and he would say something. They would sit down and kind of go back and forth. But he's a fucking asshole. He is. I mean, and he's very intelligent, and he does have a lot of good knowledge, a lot of facts to back up his claims. But it seems like when he gets flustered and someone brings up something to counteract his argument, he gets emotional and he starts
attacking,
nitpicking things. Yeah. And I lost all respect for him when the whole thing with
the firemen. I remember that.
That was it for me with him. I was like, he brought up at one point. He said that Trump doesn't stand for American morals, and I was like, the whole only thing that went through my head was, but an American moral is being okay with a
firefighter getting his head blown off
getting shot because he supports Trump
in front of his family.
You're okay with that though? That's a good American moral.
That's what I mean, by logic.
Who are you to speak about morals?
Fucking, you know what I mean? By their own emotional fucking context, their fucking shit breaks down.
Yeah. Who are you to speak on morals when you're okay with that?
Yeah.
And you went publicly. You had time to think about this.
Yeah.
And went out and said that publicly.
Watched it. And then still put it
out. I mean, that's my opinion on that. I'm like, I don't care what you fucking say because I'll listen to what you're saying. But a lot of what you're saying, you don't really fucking mean. Like you're going to talk about morals all of a sudden?
Yeah,
Fucking eat a dick.
that's crazy.
So then one of those other little bitch ass kids went on, like one of the like little 20-year-old fucking kids who have no life experience and they're millionaires because they made it on fucking social media or like Twitch or whatever the fuck they do. I don't know. They're a streamer. He went on
Selling feet
saying a bunch
pics.
of shit. But he's getting paid. You're being paid by the DNC. Like you actually are making money from the DNC.
Yeah, you're incentivized, like you said.
Exactly.
Humans are incentivized. So he's incentivized to think a certain way.
Yeah.
They're told what to think. They're not told how to think.
Yes.
We say it all the time. But I don't know, man. I just nervous. I guess nervous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a little. Yeah, because I really do want things to go the way I want them to go. Obviously,
Well, everybody does.
but at the same time, I'm also not thinking about it so much that it's like it's ruining my day to day shit. You know?
Yeah, I'm not like making a day out of it tomorrow or anything like that.
It's like, whatever. I already voted. I did the early voting.
Hunker down. Or
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I fucking normally do every fucking day.
that's it.
You know?
The kids are home tomorrow, right? Nobody's at school tomorrow.
Election day usually you have off.
They usually have off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if we'll be seeing a lot of Kenny this month because
Yeah.
kids barely go to school this month. Kids barely go to school in November. That's crazy.
It's fucking stupid.
Do we have that teacher convention in the city this week?
I don't know. I mean,
I wonder.
I think so.
I wonder.
Don't be coming in here acting like a bunch of assholes either. People, you know who you are. Thinking you know everything because you're a fucking teacher.
They know. They know what's up. Those motherfuckers.
I love my one buddy, like one of my best friends. He's a teacher,
Uh-huh.
and he talks about it all the time. He's like, they fucking suck, dude.
They do suck. They're the worst.
But he also he grew up serving in a restaurant with me. You know, we all worked together at Fridays back in the day. Summers Point Fridays. You know who you are, people.
You know who you are.
The real ones.
Oh my god,
Pretty much that movie Waiting was based on our fucking restaurant.
dude, that's based on every restaurant. What are you talking
Seriously,
about?
it is. But
It really is.
it was just funny because what was it called? Shenanigans?
Shenanigans. It
Shenanigans?
should always be a requirement for somebody to do some kind of restaurant, bar work.
Yeah.
I yesterday I told you dim sum. If you guys dim sum and then some in
Dem sum.
what is it in Smithville?
Yeah.
It's right next to JD's, and that Asian food is really, really good. But they had like a new girl, like a trainee, like we were going there, and she just kept apologizing, but she was moving, and they were like, "It's fine." Like they kept telling her, like, "It's okay, you're gonna get it."
Yeah.
And it was literally like her first or second day, and she did okay. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the way she handled me and my order and all that stuff. Like it was okay, but she kept apologizing to them. It's like, I'm sorry. You know, it's like, you'll be fine. I was like, in 2 weeks, that girl won't be apologizing to anybody, and she'll be fucking it up because she has a sense of urgency.
Yeah.
Like when they had the bag set up, she had a little system. And she was just zigzagging back and forth. You know what I mean? A lot of kids don't move like that.
Nah.
And I think if more kids fucking realize that they could move like that or move with purpose or have a sense of urgency, you'd be a lot more hustlers, man. You know what I mean? Like you just don't have.
And if we had people who would kind of read the room and understand when it's busy that they're not the most important person ever.
Remember, everybody's in their star of their own movie.
Yeah.
Not enough, like Chappelle. That's why he's a genius. Not enough people realize that they're in somebody else's movie in some points of their day. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. People don't care.
So I was getting clobbered Saturday night. We had this whole probably I'd say 80 people walked in at once. Just boom,
Yeah,
bars
there's
full.
nothing you can do
It
about
went
that.
from 4 people at the bar to 80 within 5 minutes. Okay,
You're by yourself?
No one by myself. No one could, and I'm like, fuck it, let's go.
That's it.
So I'm just doing bum, 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 bum. I'm running, bum, 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 bum. And I get to this one guy. He's sitting there tapping his credit card on the bar, looking at me. And I looked at him. I was like, stop that. It's like, oh, like he didn't know what he was doing. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You know exactly what you're doing.
You have the look on your face.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking
Stop.
tick.
Like, stop that. What do you need? And I was like, what do you need? I'm like, because I just wanted to get him the fuck out of there.
Yeah, of course.
Right. And he's like, I need this and this. I was like, is that it? And he goes, what do you guys want? And I just turned and I looked at the people next to him. They're like,
You're tapping the card like you're waiting.
Yeah.
But you're not doing anything to make your shit smoother.
Nothing to make it exactly. What did you guys want? Gets their order. And I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I go, whatever. I go and make it. Was 4 fucking drinks. So like, you can't remember 4 fucking drinks.
No, they
I
can't.
make them real quick. I bring them over, and he's like, "Wow, man, you're really busy." And I was like, "And you're making it worse."
Thanks for noticing.
Thanks for noticing and not doing anything to help me at all.
They don't care.
He's like, I need this. He's like, I also need, and that's what I'm saying. I'm bringing him. He's like, wow, you're really busy. And I bring the 4 drinks, the 4 drinks that he fucking ordered, and I drink. He's like, wow, man, you're really busy. I also need this and this.
You're not helping.
That's what I was like. You're not helping at all. You're making. I'm like, you're making things way worse for everybody else. And that was his last round, but it was.
Get it out, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? If you're waiting, like,
Just have it ready.
But so many people do it. Like, it's like, I don't know.
It's such an easy thing. It's just weird that people don't recognize that they're in a room filled with people.
Or, like, I have tons of people that'd be like, yo, tell them what you want. Tell them what you want. Somebody's vodka soda, rum and coke. All right, well, give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah.
You know what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's even better. Like, that helps. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I have no problem with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But when you just fucking, okay, I got my own drink, and then let the bartender fucking deal, like, figure out who in my group wants what, or who is even in my group. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's insane. It's insane how much, how little, like,
awareness they have. It's awareness. That's what it is. It's self-awareness. It's awareness of it's situational awareness. It's everything. It's awareness in general. If you're in a busy bar and you just sat there and probably waited a little bit, because you see me running all over the fucking place, and you're not like, maybe I should get this whole fucking order first.
Yeah, like, don't you want to get out of there faster, or get your shit faster? Like,
or do you want to feel like you have some kind of power over me now? Because I can't figure out what goes through these people's heads.
I think it's because we've always been in some form of service. Like,
it doesn't fucking matter. It's just. I don't think that's an excuse. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't think it's an excuse.
Like, your first job.
We're going to be above and beyond because of the way we are.
Oh,
but
yeah.
These people
we
are
actually
like.
give a shit.
These people just have zero awareness of what's actually going on in the room.
Oh.
Even with not only just observing me and waiting, and like nothing clicks in your head, like, I should probably ask these people what they want.
Do you think they just don't care, or do you think they're just not aware?
I think they're fucking morons.
You're not claiming ignorance? You can't claim ignorance on that?
I think they are just fucking stupid. Either they're fucking stupid, or all they care about is themselves.
Well, the general public isn't great.
That's it. All they care, they're either a complete, like, just self-involved people, or they're fucking retarded. That's it. There is no other thing you can be. There's no other in between.
There is no other in between.
Not in that type of situation.
It's so funny.
Because there's too much stimulus to alert you to this, to the fact that you should have done this.
Too much stimulus.
There is.
You're right.
It's loud. All you have to do is look around the room and see a million fucking people waiting for fucking drinks. You just waited. That alone.
That should be. That's what I mean. You're not even aware of how long you waited.
Yeah. You're watching one dude take care of all these people running like a fucking animal.
And you still used to have the balls to complain, be slow, not be ready. And in what bar is your shit free? Like, why should I tell you a price and then you're like, oh, what did you think? What did you think was the next step? You're doing the fucking pat down and shit. Like, what? Girls digging into their fucking purses. They're in up to their elbows. They don't even know where their fucking wallet is. It's like,
oh, I have to pay?
What did you think was going to happen? Next. Look, you got your order out. Everything's done. The bartender's working on it. You know what I mean? He comes over there. He gives you, you don't know the price yet, but you should at least have something out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you have both, you're like, all right, I got this much cash and I got my card in case it's a lot.
Just give him, and the best thing is if you're paying cash, don't wait to hear how much it is. So if you have a fucking credit card, especially, it doesn't matter how much it is. You're paying it.
You're paying it.
You're not gonna. Are you gonna be like, oh, I don't want that now? No,
I
you're
give
gonna
you a
fucking
receipt.
pay it. Why does it
give-
matter? Just give me a fucking credit card and keep moving.
And I give you a receipt.
Especially in a bar. Like, what sucks about my bar now is that all the prices are fucking different
Yeah.
than what I'm used to, and
So
things
it's a
are
little slower.
Oh yeah, but things are priced like weird.
Like they should be more. They should
Like
be
one
less.
one tap beer is one thing, one other tap beer is this.
Yeah,
another-
they should be
I'm like,
uniform, man.
it's so much easier, you know,
It
like
is so
how
much
our
easier.
other bar was.
Yes.
You know, so I'm still trying to remember what everything costs.
Yeah.
So I can't do it in my head.
Because there's things that you don't get ordered all the time.
Yes. Exactly.
And you're like, how much is this? I should know this, but
Yeah. So I have to go to the fucking. Then I have to go to the computer and tell them. Like, so that's another.
that's
step.
what I like about the club. The club has the registers facing everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
But it's all uniform too.
yes, everything's has the same price, but it's easier to remember and easier if you don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, yeah,
it
no, you're
makes
right.
Sense.
You're right.
But we had to turn around or walk fucking 30 steps, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
just,
not.
it's really inefficient.
It is very. And our computers, like the way our pages are set up,
Yours, ugh,
it's insane.
yeah. There's no speed.
There is nothing
There's no
that
speed.
work that helps you on that.
There's no speed screens.
No, unless you get lucky and everyone orders a fucking bottled beer and a specialty drink, you're fucked. You have to go to all kinds of different screens to bring everything up. It's not good.
It's you start to appreciate the dumbest little things. Like I remember I said it in a podcast. Like I love Corona no lime.
Oh yeah,
It's like
one less step.
it's one less
Pop, pop.
step. It's a pop here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Take it. I don't know why, but it brings me joy. It's like those little things.
Yeah. Well, I have a very strong public service announcement right here too.
Oh,
'Cause I had this happen to me.
Oh God.
So it wasn't busy, right? It was like my first part of my shift. I had a bunch of people coming in before a show, and of course, everyone before a show is I'm seeing a show. We're in a rush.
So you're
It's my favorite.
number one.
And I was like, I'm like, okay,
I'm already here.
I didn't make you late.
Yeah, exactly.
You made yourself
I'm
late.
already here. Just
Yeah.
go. Let's just get this going.
So they come. So I hear them discuss. They sit down at a table. At the time, there's no server. They sit down at a table, and then they get up. I hear them talking to each other, like looking at the menu, talking to each other, like, oh, we should get this, we should get this, we should get this. Both men, all right, and like I observed this coming in. So both men had some form of like brain damage. And I'm not making this. Like,
Oh,
to
that's
be funny.
okay.
I'm not saying it to be funny. Like it's true.
Okay.
Like-
Because I don't know. You always.
Yeah.
He's like-
No, I'm not. I'm saying this like they definitely had some form of. It seemed like the one guy had problems speaking, and the one guy had a real hard time walking.
Okay.
You know, and it was definitely a brain injury type of thing.
Okay.
Right. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm like maybe they met in some kind of like support group or something. That's that's pretty cool. Whatever. You know, and they're out with their wives and doing their thing, but they send these two men up to do the order. And I'm like, hey, whatever. The one dude could speak totally fine. The
Yeah.
other dude could not speak good, right? So the guy who couldn't walk could speak totally fine. He just comes up. He's like, "Can I just get an old fashioned?" Okay, make the old fashioned. And the other guy who can't speak well, or probably remember things, comes up and gives the rest of the order. And I heard them talking at the table about what they wanted to eat, and all he ordered was a pretzel. That was it, right? And like 2 drinks, which I thought was strange too, because he ordered the 2 drinks and there's 4 people. Now I only made 3 drinks. Then he came back and so you put that order in. It's like, okay, I put the pretzel in. I made the 2 drinks come up, and then he drops it off, the drinks off, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot this." I'm like thinking to myself, and right then is when I should have been like, "What else are you forgetting?" You know. So I give him the drink, the 4th drink, and pretzel comes out. Everything's fine. This and that. About a half hour later, he comes up to the bar. He's like, "Is the chef working on our food?" I was like, first of all, you mean Jerry in the back? Fucking the cook? No. The chef is not working on your food. I'm like,
You only ordered
I
a
was like,
pretzel.
you didn't get your pretzel? He's like, "No, we got the pretzel." He's like, "But where's the rest of it?" I said, "The rest of what?"
You didn't order anything else.
He's like, "Yes, I did. I ordered wings." And he's like, "What else did we order?" He goes, "What else did we order?" I looked at him like, "Sir, you didn't order anything else. This is it. That's all you ordered. I'm like, it's not busy, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forget. Like, I want you to order more.
I even said, I was like, I put in the order as you were telling it to me because he came up to the service bar.
Yeah.
So I was like, right there at the restaurant. I was like, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, all right, here you go. And then I made the drinks. So the food would come out right away. He's like, no, yes, I did. And I'm sitting here like, dude, the brain damage. I can't yell at this brain damaged man, you know.
You have to treat him like everybody else, Scott.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I don't know. I was
It's
like, I don't know what to
actually
tell you.
more discriminatory if you did it.
And I just told him, I was like, man, I don't know what to tell you, but you didn't. I'm like, I am 100% positive you did not put in anything. And I even said, it's like, I heard you at the table talking about wings, but you never said anything to me. And he's like, but he told you to put the wings. And I looked at it. I'm like, bro, really? So now it's just going all over the place.
Yeah.
He's trying to put blame somewhere else besides
Himself.
his own damaged brain. Right? And I just keep leaning and looking at the women like, you need to
Do something.
You need to get this dude away from me. Get him away from me. And I was like, if you want me to put him in now, I can put him in. He's like, we have a show to go to. I'm like, they're probably not going to come out in time then. I was like, I'm like, what would you like me to do? He's like, just give me the bill. I was like, okay, here. All right. I was like, there you go. There's your bill, with just the pretzel on it. So he comes back with the money. And he's like, not for nothing. And I was like, stop. Don't say anything else. You messed up. I didn't mess up. I know you think I messed up, but it wasn't me. I was like, so just stop. Nothing's going to change by saying what you have to say. I was like, please just pay your bill and do what you got to do. You can go talk shit on me all you want over there. I'm like, we're done talking.
It's like this transaction's over.
It's over.
So this dude goes.
I was so fucking mad.
I didn't know what else to say to this dude, but he ordered. If you play, where we are. If you play, you drink for free. Yada yada yada. So the girl's playing. The guy says he's gonna play, and there's another guy. So I'm like, you only got to pay for one drink. You're gonna play. Blah blah blah. Make his drink. He ordered, made his drinks, and he goes, let me tell you something. He's like, I'm a man, right? And I go, okay. And then he's like, I don't need anything for free. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, the first thing you said was, we're gonna play. So that means you want me to know not to charge you for this, right? And I was like, and then he started talking again, and I go, listen, I'm a man, and I don't need a lecture from another man. And I was like, you have a nice day. And he fucking left. Like, he cashed out and he bounced. He was so pissed off. But I'm like, dude, I don't like what service person is like immediately pissed off at you? Like, I feel like it doesn't exist, does it? Like,
no,
you're combative right away.
And that's the thing. Don't get me wrong. There are people who fucking bartend and servers who are just fucking assholes.
Yeah,
who are just in a bad mood.
That's
It might not. It's not directed at you. You're not the reason. Okay, These people have bad days.
Yeah,
they might just be in a fucking bed. Their fucking dog might have fucking died. Who fucking knows?
Yeah,
they might just be in a mood. Everyone doesn't need to fucking suck you off every time you get to the fucking bar and order a drink and give it to you for free when you're not doing what you're fucking supposed to be doing anyway.
Exactly. Because you had to explain it to me. You know what I mean? And he did play and everything, but I was like, listen, I cut him off as soon as he started to try to talk more. And I was like, I don't need that shit.
The fact that you need to bring up that you're a man.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But
it's fucking weird.
It's weird for the situation. Like, nobody ever fucking said anything. Like, I didn't even say anything about you saying I'm gonna play. Like, yeah, all right, I know the rules. You know what I mean? Like, I know what to do.
Yeah,
I'm the one back here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, acting like I don't fucking know how this works.
Yeah,
like I'm the one who doesn't know how this works.
Gotta pay for
You're the one who doesn't know how this works.
You still got to pay for one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Sure. No, people are always trying to game the system, and they're pissed when you don't allow them to. That's the real issue.
They feel like we owe them something. When you work in a casino, they feel like, okay, I do this, so everything here should be a certain way. Like, when people are actually playing and they come up and they ask for 8 bottles of water and then get mad that we charge for bottles of water up here, Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you order 8? Because they're free? Like, because you thought they were free? Like, I know you don't have fucking 7 people waiting for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why do you need 8 fucking bottles of water? Like, everyone wants to take advantage. Like,
Yeah.
like you put out the candy jar and everybody fucking takes a handful. It's like,
Yeah.
you're a jerk. If you do that shit, you're a fucking jerk.
There's like this idea of casinos that if you just go there, somehow you're gonna like, and you gamble, that somehow everything now everyone knows that you're gambling. The entire building, the thousands of people who are working in this building now know that you are gambling, and how much you spent, and that you should be now treated like a fucking king
Yeah.
or queen. That's not how it works, man.
No, that's not how it works in any
Anywhere.
casino. In any casino.
Or anywhere on the
Ever.
fucking planet.
No.
The people who know who you are the people who usually you deal with. So,
Yeah.
like, we know who you are if you're a regular.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a regular, we know who you are. And we know, like, obviously, we let our regulars kind of, like, get away with a lot of things because we aren't, you know, if one of my regulars comes up and is like, hey, man, can I grab a Heineken? He doesn't have money in the fucking machine. I know he's going to be playing
Yeah.
at some point.
At
So it's
some
not a
point.
big deal.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and our place kind of trusts us with that.
Yes.
But you have people that come up there and they're like, "Are drinks free if you're gambling on the floor?" And I go, "On the floor." Like, go on the floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, sit, be patient. Like, somebody will fucking come. You know what I mean?
My favorite is I've been waiting for a waitress.
Yeah. That's because
Cool.
you have your head.
I've been waiting to leave this fucking place for the past 8 hours. Can I leave now?
But you know, most of them have their head buried in that fucking machine and they don't even hear the girl go by. Like,
It's just a weird thing to
because
say
they're
to
out
someone
there.
who has.
Those girls are out there constantly. Like, yeah, you have. I'm sure, like in every other position, you have some shitheads, but you always see a girl. Like, you always see them walking around. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, I haven't seen a girl in forever. I'm like,
I've been playing for 3 hours and I haven't seen anybody.
yeah, okay.
Well, you're a fucking degenerate piece of shit. First of all, let me start with that. No, I'm just kidding. No, people, dude. It's just I would just never. I look at it like if I was waiting for someone and then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go buy a fucking drink. I wouldn't tell the bartender who has nothing to do
Nothing
with
to
it.
do with the situation, exactly.
I'm not scheduling the fucking waitresses.
You
Buddy.
just want to hear. I don't know. They just hear. Like, I guess they want somebody on their side. Or,
No, what they want
they
is
just
for
want
me to be
something
like,
free.
oh, here,
Yeah.
take this then, please. Let me risk my job. Because I have that decision. I have that ability to make this decision. They think,
crazy.
and this is another thing that people don't fucking realize is that, especially casinos, the only thing casinos care about, this is a big public service announcement.
Yeah.
The only fucking thing casinos care about is their fucking money.
Yeah.
The only thing that surveillance is doing is watching and making sure I'm ringing up every fucking drink that gets out,
Exactly.
goes out. That's
Exactly.
it. They
They're
care
making-
about their revenue. That's what that building is. This isn't a fucking party.
And I think goes for all casinos. Like, no matter where the fuck you go, no matter what city you're fucking visiting, these motherfuckers are there to make money. And it's a form of entertainment, but they're really giving you nothing in return.
No.
You're just fucking giving them money.
You're just giving it. Those houses were built on losers. 100%. No casino would be in fucking business if people actually won all the time.
That was one of our regulars. It was the best thing ever when she got upgraded to a noir. She goes, "Look, I'm a noir. I'm such a fucking loser." But that's, hey, that's what she does.
being
with her
real
money.
about it, and like
she knows. She's not fucking, she's not under some crazy delusion that you're gonna go stick it to the fucking casino because you think like you're.
I know not one regular that we have who is up money any year.
No, none.
Ever. The more you gamble, the more you lose.
They're all losing.
It is what it is. But if you look at it, and
The only ones that make money are the people that play poker against each other.
Yes, exactly.
They're
Yep.
playing against other
And
people.
so
You're
I
not
will-
playing against the house. The house gets $1 out of every pot.
I will say some sports gamblers are pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Because they have like these
There's a
different
few.
algorithms that they use, but they're also like hedging everything. They're not playing craps and blackjack and slots. Forget about it.
It's all calculated.
Yeah.
That shit's got to be fucking stressful too. Fucking sports betting.
Oh
and
yeah.
shit. I mean,
It's nuts.
especially this year in football, that shit's fucking. I'm not a fan or a statistic guy, but this season is fucking bananas, dude. Shit. Did you see fucking Saquon Barkley hop over that dude backwards?
I don't really watch fucking football.
I know, but it was sick. This shit was like Tecmo bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he spun off of this dude, saw this dude come at him, like was in the middle of the spin. He saw somebody coming at him. This is that like, that's got to be that hyper athlete fucking to make that less than split second decision that in mid turn he could hop up and spread his legs and the dude fucking dove through it. He got tackled right after, but it's still like a 14-yard gain. If you got to see that play. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
If you see that play, you'd be like, that shit's fucking, I don't care who you are. You're a fan. You're not a fan. It's fucking amazing.
That's cool. Yeah.
To have that kind of fucking hyper fucking crazy shit to make those, less than split second decisions, dude. It was almost like foretelling the future.
These guys are at the top of their game, man. It's fucking nuts.
It's crazy. The athletes of today are fucking machines, man.
They have so much train. Like there's so many things they can use to train at their disposal.
Training, supplements, fucking, people that's all they do is that physiology. Like, you know what I mean? They fucking know what's gonna tweak that muscle that much more and all that shit. I mean, all the research is fucking. It's evolved so much.
It's gotta be great, like especially like being at like that age when you're like, your mid 20s, you're at the top, like your peak performance wise, and you have all these things at your disposal, and you just know that your time is limited, especially in a sport like football, and that it's like, I'm gonna crush it and be retired by 35.
Brain damage.
Yeah, that too, but hopefully not.
We all have brain damage, some fucking form of another, but
at least I can remember my order. At least I can remember I didn't put the wings in.
Like you said, it's not busy. You didn't say that.
You didn't say
You know what I mean? And I know people make mistakes and, bartenders, waiters, and all that shit, but there's some times where I'm 100% positive you didn't say that.
And that is one of those times. 100. I'm just sitting here. The thing that made me the most upset about the whole entire situation is that the wives just sat there and let it happen, and didn't say anything, and didn't come up and be like, "Hey, sorry, like this is not my." Because it's so obvious that these men were like disabled.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there like, oh, God, he fucked up, and we're sitting. I'm like, dude, you so you let this man fucking try to berate me, like give me shit. Exactly. You're okay with that.
You're okay with that.
That's weird.
But that's why I said you got to treat him.
That's why I gave him that stern kind of like stop. We're not doing it. Not for nothing.
I'm not letting you do it.
I didn't mess up. And the one thing I said to him that I think really sank in was like, if I messed up, I would have no problem taking accountability for it. Mm-hmm. None at all.
Yeah.
I
and that
messed
makes
up
him feel
before.
some kind of way too, because he's like, oh, you're saying that I'm not taking account.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's exactly what he's saying.
I was like, if I messed up, I would 100% take accountability for it.
Yeah.
Because I have messed up. I'm human. I mess up.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I own it. I didn't fuck up this time. I'm 100% sure I didn't.
100% sure.
I also probably didn't get into a fucking car accident and have fucking really bad brain damage.
Jesus Christ.
You probably remember that, and you probably need to start thinking about the fact that you might be the problem here. That's it. Or
Some
how about
people
your fucking wife comes over and fucking starts talking to me and gets you the fuck out of my face, because I don't care that I don't give a fuck if you have brain damage. You're not going to talk to me like an asshole.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. You got to be, you got to be treated like equals.
Hold on, I'm going to bang my head in the fucking wall a few times. We'll fucking see if I can talk to you.
I remember the episode of George Lopez where their son's friend was in a wheelchair, and he fucked up. He did something bad, and she was starting to take it easy on her. And George was like, "No, you got to treat him the same as everybody else." And she had to like recompose herself. She's like, "Fuck, like I can't see him in a wheelchair." So she still told him like it was wrong and shit, but she felt so bad about it. And he was like, "No, you got to treat him the same." He's like, "It's bad if you don't." They wouldn't be treated like regular people.
You be treated the same.
You want to be treated the same. You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
You want to?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this this place, but
nothing's good.
Nothing's great.
Nothing in the world is good.
No. What else is going on in the news? You keep up with it more.
Honestly, man, the only thing I keep fucking hearing about is this stupid fucking election. That's it, man.
Circle back.
I can't wait till it's over. Like, honestly, I just can't wait for tomorrow.
I can't wait till Wednesday. Wednesday we'll know. I mean, I hope it's not another fucking situation. Like, remember when Bush beat Gore?
When Gore won and then Bush all of a sudden won? That wasn't shady at all.
No, look, his brother ran the state. Like, there was no...
So fucking shady.
It was so obvious. But they did it.
This is the crazy thing, is how... yeah, you think... Because this is why I left the fucking Democratic Party right here. Is that the way that Republicans fucking were acting back then is the way that
they're
Democrats
acting
are acting now. Yeah. Like, they're being super fucking weird. They're being super fucking shady about everything. It's like this weird, like, too big to fail type of, like, mentality.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much power. They own 90% of the fucking major, like, media corporations. You know, they're pro-war.
It's so weird.
It's so strange.
It's so strange. The shift.
Yeah.
It's not the party we grew up with.
No.
It's really not.
It's scary.
And then to tie all that sensitivity and you know, feelings, like you say, and I mean, that's tied to both. Feelings is on both sides, like both extremes. But to tie all that shit together, and like, I don't understand how they're not losing more people in their party. I
think they are, and they're just
like, you know how these polls, they say they're neck and neck and this and that. Like, I wonder, I really do wonder if we're that
who the
close.
polls ran by.
Yeah, I guess. But do you know what I mean? Like, I really wonder if we're, because almost all of them come out like that. Like, you'll hear one poll on fucking Fox News that has like Trump 51 and her 48 or something like that. You know what I mean? And it's vice versa, CNN. So you said if they're ran by Democrats, and who answers these shit? What kind of fucking
That's what I said. You ever been asked for a fucking answer a poll?
No, I have, but not like a political poll.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you ask for surveys and shit, and you're like, where are these fucking coming from? And who has time to answer these fucking things? Probably the fucking boomers.
There you go.
Boomers, man. They're the ones angry. They're the ones wearing fucking Trump shit. Like, the fanatics of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a stand, like, right down the road.
There's a stand on Route 30 too, right? When you hit
it just has a big sign that says Trump, and they're selling T-shirts and hats and fucking, and there's always people there buying shit. I'm like, what is going on? That won't change anybody's mind. That won't fucking. No. You're not doing anything but showing people that you're fucking
it's like the stickers,
dumb.
The stickers on your cars and shit like that. You're just asking for problems. I don't care either side. You're just asking for it.
It's so stupid.
It's dumb. All right, me and my
because why is it such a big part of who you are? I don't remember it being such a big part of who you are.
It's not. It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
You should. This is how you get corrupted. This is how your mind gets corrupted. You make it part of your identity. Like, your political affiliation should not be part of your fucking identity, ever. You should just be like, who's going to do the best for me? I don't give a fuck what side.
Yeah. Who's
going to fucking make sure that I make money, I can save money, I can pay for everything.
And survive.
Exactly. Comfortably. Be comfortable with my life.
Right.
That's it. Everything else is smoke and mirrors.
Actually thrive. Like, you want to thrive. That's, you know, you're I feel like we're climbing this fucking ladder that keeps fucking adding another step. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because they have everybody so, you know, mad at each other.
Not only that, but I mean financially.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's going on in our place.
In-state conversation,